we will get going. So we're going to start standing here. All I have today is a mat, and we've been sitting in that chair all day. So we're going to start with some shoulder rolls. Let's keep breathing as we're doing these, rolling those shoulders back. I have my shoes off. Feel free to keep yours on or off. You guys are, I believe, mostly at home, so do what you like in your home. Just be careful. Let's bring those shoulders forward. All right, and relax here. We're going to take that right hand and reach it down to the floor. The head's going to go in the opposite direction. So really trying to push that ear down towards the shoulder. Reach the hand, reach the hand. All right, we're going to relax that arm, and that head is going to roll down the front over to the other side. And same thing here. Reach the hand down. And again, that ear towards the shoulder, stretching out those neck muscles. Keep breathing, relax that arm again. All right, and we're gonna do a few rolls shoulder to shoulder. So really trying to stretch out the neck muscles, the shoulder, as you come down that middle, hopefully feeling a little stretch through that spine. Now, nice and easy, let's do a couple full circles. So take this very slowly, all the way back. One more time, all the way back, and we're gonna switch directions. So let's go 2, nice and easy. Be kind to your neck and your vertebrae. Next time you're there, chin down to chest. Take a few breaths and bring that head back up. Okay, let's roll those shoulders back, shake that out. We're going to take a few deep breaths here. So small bend in the knees, arms are coming all the way up, reach towards that ceiling, back down. Let's go a few more times. Small bend in the knees. And keep breathing. Let's go 2 more. On this last one, we're going to come into a nice forward fold. So take those hands all the way down to your toes. Hopefully your forward fold is a little better than mine. Okay, want to reach down. If you can touch the toes, do it. You can also grab the back of your calves here and pull that chest in towards your thighs. So again, reaching towards the toes. If you need a little help, grab the back of your calves, pull that chest in. If you're holding on to anything, let's let it go. Reach the hands towards the toes. And now we're going to grab opposite elbows. All right, so those elbows are going to go towards the outsides of the same side knee. And just kind of sway back and forth. A little ragdoll here. Loosen up the low back. All right, let's let those elbows go. Reach towards the toes one more time. Those knees are slightly bent. Take one more deep breath. On the exhale, you're going to roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders and head are going to stack last. Okay, we're going to take those feet a little bit further. Got a little bit of a warm up in here. And I'm going to take my right hand, reach down towards the foot on the right side. I'm going to bring my left arm up overhead. Notice how my arms are in line with one another. So one straight line, fingertip to fingertip. I have a little bend in this knee, maybe a little bend in the other knee. And now we're going to work on pushing this top shoulder back. Push that top shoulder back. Feeling that stretch all over here. We're going to take this top hand and basically close up that chest. Top hand comes down and connects with that other hand. So reaching both hands, I'm on my right here. Both hands reaching towards the right. And we're going to open that up again. So my left hand is coming up towards the ceiling. Again, making that nice straight line, fingertip to fingertip. And keep breathing, don't hold the breath. All right, and left hand is coming back down. Reach both hands towards the toes, and we're gonna do a little switch here. So My left hand is going to stay down and my right hand is coming back up behind me. So opening up to the back. Let's do a little side view here. Opening up to the back, really opening that chest to the outside. So same thing we did on the other side. So we're going to bring this top hand back down. Both hands, again, reaching towards that right side. Take a second. Enjoy this break. All right, we're going to open up to the back again. Not only getting through this torso should feel nice stretch through the insides of the legs as we stretch those out. All right, right hand is coming back down. Now both hands are back at that right foot, and from here we're going to roll back up. Okay, I'm at a side angle here, so I'm going to switch, and we're going to that other side. Okay, so just like we started on the right side, left hand goes down towards the left foot, right hand is up in the air. Keep breathing. Usually when I say that stuff, it's because I have to remind myself, but I'm also happy to remind you guys, keep breathing. Nice straight line, fingertip to fingertip. Hopefully getting a nice stretch here. Yes, through the ribs, through the sides. Get super tight from sitting all day. Right hand coming down. Let's reach towards those toes on the left side. Both hands reaching. Wake up those hamstrings. All right, we're keeping that left hand down. Right hand's opening up again. One more time to the ceiling. Oh, nice twist. And remember, we're pushing that top shoulder back. Really open the chest. All right, coming back down. And trying to get those toes again. Just slight bends in those knees and ready to open to the back here. So that left hand coming up behind you. You'll notice I'm kind of holding on to my calf or my shin. Find what works for you. Okay, if you can get that hand all the way down without bending your knee too much, go for it. This side is not as good as the other side for me. And let's bring that left hand back down, reaching towards those toes. One more time here, gang. Let's open up to the back. Last time. Get that twist in. And that left hand is coming back down. Both hands reaching towards the toes. Here's our last few seconds here in this stretch. Take that last breath and nice and easy, roll back up. All right, we're gonna keep those legs nice and wide. So we got a little bit of hamstrings, working that full body today. We're gonna keep those toes pointed forward. And I'm gonna slide down my right side, left hand's coming up and over. So again, kind of focusing on that torso and probably getting a little stretch through the insides of the legs. Let's reach up, try to avoid the knee joint. So either above the knee, or if you're really flexible, down below. And I wanna keep that shoulder back. All right, so when we say keep shoulder back, everything in alignment here. So I'm making sure I'm staying here and not going like this. So staying in this line. Keep going, hold that stretch. And we're breathing, and we're breathing. Let's relax and go over to the other side. Same thing, slide down. All right, let's come back to middle. Now we're gonna bring those feet closer together. Gonna take one hand on the low part of your back, other hand's coming up and over. We're really trying to arch the back, okay? So arch the back, keep the hips directly over your ankles. So the back is doing the arching. We're not pushing the hips forward. And let's bring that forward. And we're gonna switch hands here. So get a little bit. So the other arm gets to do some reaching. Keep the hips over the ankles. And back to the front. All right. Okay, pedal those feet out a little bit. Let's shake it out. We're gonna come up to that upper body. So I'm gonna bring my hands together. See, my palms are coming towards you guys. Rounding out shoulders here. Okay, so again, hips are staying over the ankles and just rounding the shoulders. Feel that stretch through the upper back muscles. Those are coming up. We're gonna hold it right here, up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to the right. Good. All right, more torso, more rib cage stretches. Let's go to the other side. Oh, so good. Stretch. And we're gonna come back to middle and bring those hands all the way through. Stretch out that chest. And here we are back to those shoulder rolls. Okay, we're gonna move right down the arms here. So often neglected, elbows. All right, those elbows sitting at weird angles all day with your mouse and your keyboards. And let's move to the wrists. Roll the wrists, both directions. Fingers, if you like to crack your knuckles, now's your chance. If not, just make a fist. Just wake up the fingers. All right, we're coming back to wrists. All right, so little flexion, extension. This is extension. Little extension and flexion. All right, I know those are wrists. Don't love it either. Other arm, other hand, other wrist. Words, hard sometimes. All right, extension and flexion. Hold it as long as you need. Anything feels good, hold on to it. Let's shake that out. We're gonna bring those legs nice and wide, toes pointed forward, and now we're gonna switch it here. So I'm gonna turn one foot towards the top of my mat. Other one's gonna follow, and I'm coming down into a low lunge. All right, so dropping that knee to the floor. If you want a pillow for that knee, go ahead and grab it. Back foot, top of the foot is against the mat. All right, so we're gonna start first by leaning in here. So if you want, if you have the flexibility, hands can go down to the mat. Lean in. I want you to keep this foot flat on the floor. Don't let that heel pop up. We're leaning. Lean, lean. All right, that option can also be here. My heel wants to pop up. I can see it. Let's bring that torso back. We're going to plant that front heel on the floor and now lean in at the hips. So if you are a little wobbly with your balance here, all you're going to do is tuck those toes. So those toes are going to help you so you can hold that balance. Bend at your hips here. Hopefully, nice stretch here through the back of that leg. Back is nice and neutral, nice and flat, straight here. Bringing those toes back towards you. Now we're going to let go of that back. Don't worry about keeping it straight. Let's drop and reach both hands towards the toes. Can you touch your toes? If not, that's okay. Get as close as you can. Maybe it's your shin. Maybe it's your ankle. I want to ask you to try to get that opposite hand all the way across. How far across? Whoop, my balance is going. How far across can you go? Can you touch those toes? Can you touch the shin? Can you get as close as you can? Let's slowly bring that torso up. Take a breath. All right, we're going to plant that foot again. I'm going to turn to show you. All right, and hands are going into a prayer pose here. So I'm still in my low lunge, and I'm going to bring my opposite elbow over to my thigh, and basically going into a spinal twist. All right, so spinal twist here. Hands are prayer pose. Elbow, I want you to go into the thigh. Stay away from that knee joint. And we're twisting. That head is following, okay? So I'm looking off to the side here. We want to keep that spine aligned. Twist. Push that elbow into the thigh. Feel the stretch go a little bit deeper. And breathe. Keep holding. I'm just going to turn again. Keep holding. Last few breaths. And go ahead, bring that torso up. We're back into our low lunge. Now, however you can get here, we're going to go into a chaturanga here. So, back toes, tuck. All right, coming back into your high plank. You're going to slowly drop yourself down. Come into upward facing dog. Oh, hopefully yours is better than mine. Tuck your toes and downward facing dog. All right, stretch it out here, guys. First time in down dog today for me at least. Maybe you did it earlier. Let's bend those knees one at a time. All right, push your heels down towards the floor. Oh, anything that feels good, all right? Stretch. Keep breathing. Heels towards the floor. Hips up in the air. Good. Take some good deep breaths. All right, we're going to lift that opposite leg that has not come forward. However you can get there. Maybe you need to modify it to one knee down. You know where we're going. All right, so other side. Here we are. All right, into your low lunge. We're going to lean in first. I need to adjust my low lunge. So in your low lunge, starting out here, we want that knee right below the hip. Mine was a little further back. So adjusting here, now I'm leaning forward, either hands on your thigh or down on the mat. And remember your breathing. All right, we're leaning in. Now we're gonna bring that torso back and remember what we did on the other side. Heel is going to plant. We're gonna lean in at our hips. Get that hamstring. This hamstring, not as good for me, as you can see from my faces. I'm gonna need to tuck my toes just to get a little better balance. So we're leaning at hips. Back is neutral to start. So keep that back nice and flat. Oh, this side needs some work. That's okay, that's why we're here. Stretching it out. Okay, we're gonna release that back, so don't worry about keeping it straight. That's all that means. Both hands reaching towards the toes. Reach towards those toes. And remember what we did on the other side. Opposite hand, reaching all the way across. As you can see, I cannot get the toes on this side. Maybe you can. Try it out. See how far. All right, we want to make sure we are working that stretch, not just going through the motions, really trying to stretch it out. End of the day, everything's tight. Hopefully you got to move a little bit today. If not, we're doing some moving now. All right, we're gonna slowly bring that torso back up. Let's go ahead and, whoa, watch your balance. Plant that front foot again, and here our hands go into that prayer pose, and we're gonna twist. I should have showed you this side first, I guess. This looks better. Elbow into the thigh, stay away from the knee joint, push that elbow in, and remember, your head goes with you. Okay, so it's not looking this way, it's not looking down at your other foot. Probably need to do this just to keep your balance. Focus on one thing. And make sure that knee is staying over the ankle. All right, really easy to straighten it out here. We want to keep it right there. Get that twist. Last few seconds. Okay, we're gonna slowly come out, of that prayer pose, spinal twist, and here we are. Hands are going down to the mat. However, you can get there. I'm gonna bring that back knee up, come into my high plank. I will see you guys in downward facing dog again. Okay, here we are, second time here. Probably last time here. Push hips up, push heels down. Anything else that feels good to you, I want you to take a few seconds and do it now. Keep breathing. All right, we're gonna transition to the floor, so take your time in down dog. If you want a sip of water, sip of coffee, tea, whatever you are drinking, grab it now. We're gonna go down to the mat. All right, let's go ahead. When you're ready, meet me on your back. So on your back here, we're gonna start. Hug those knees into the chest. Hug the knees in. Hopefully you have a mat or something underneath your back. If you do, you can roll back and forth a little bit. Just protect that vertebrae, protect that spine. As long as you have enough padding, hopefully this provides a little low back massage for you. All right, we're gonna let go of the left leg. Hold on to that right knee. Left leg can extend out. Right knee is gonna get hugged in. We're rolling the ankle. Roll the ankle both ways. I like to get all the joints. We're going right down to those toes. So toes, scrunch them, let them go. Scrunch them, let them go. Anything else feels good on that ankle. Go for it now. We're gonna take this right leg, keeping the knee bent. It's gonna come over to the right side. So I'm pulling it towards the floor. I put my hand right here on my left hip to make sure that hip doesn't pop up. Right knee towards the floor on the right side. Hold it. So we're opening that hip joint. Nice stretch through the inside of the leg. And we're breathing. All right, now we're going to take that right leg across, coming over to you, coming over to the left side. So all the way across, this is going to be a really good spinal twist. You're going to keep those arms out. All right, this hand can either hold on to that knee or extend out. I want you to keep the shoulders down on the floor. Don't let that right shoulder pop up. Good. Right leg coming back to middle. And our last hamstring stretch is right here. All right, maybe not the best way we get it. This is my bad leg. Right leg, flex that foot. Bring the toes back towards you. Relax your head. See, I have to remind myself. Relax your head. All right, now we're going to bring that left leg, plant the left foot, right leg is going to go across. And to start here, we're going to push the right knee away. Push the right knee away. Now we're going to reach through that window that your legs have made and grab the left hamstring. Oh, left hamstring, pull it back towards you. Little pretzel stretch. Still breathing with me. All right, let's let that right leg go. And we already have the left leg, so let's hold on to it. Hold on to the left leg, hug that knee into the chest. And again, starting with those ankles. Move to the toes. Scrunch, let it go, scrunch, let it go. Left knee coming over to the floor on the left side. Right hip stays down. Okay, and we're going across for that spinal twist, our last spinal twist of the day. All right, left leg coming across to the right side. And now I'm going to extend those arms out. So arms are even with shoulders. Keep the shoulders on the mat. If you want full spinal twist, you can turn that head opposite direction. So my left leg is over on the right, turning my head to the left. Okay, we're coming back to middle with that left leg and go into our hamstring. Relax the head. I have to tell myself every time. Flex your toes, flex your foot. So your toes are back towards you. Good, last hamstring stretch. Enjoy that stretch. We're gonna plant the right foot whenever you are ready. Cross the left leg over, push the left knee away. And now we're reaching through the window. Here we go. Grab that right hamstring, pull back towards you. Pull that hamstring in for this pretzel stretch. Probably feeling a good bit of tightness and stretching right through that hip and glute. That means you are doing it right. If you can't quite reach those hamstrings, you can put anything, a strap, a towel underneath, and use that towel to pull. If maybe your flexibility only lets you go through here, a towel will help. All right, let's let those legs go. We're gonna put both feet flat on the floor and just kind of roll those knees back and forth, keeping the shoulders down. All right, this is another good one for the low back. I had to think for a second there. All right, and now I'm gonna bring my arms up, even with my shoulders again. And I lied earlier, that was not our last spinal twist. We're doing one more. Now we're gonna bring both knees, you're gonna stack both knees over on one side. My hands are even out with my shoulders, and I'm going to turn my head opposite direction. So this one just a little bit more intense with both legs going to one side. You'll feel the higher or lower those knees go, that intensity changes. So if you want a little bit more of a stretch, bring the knees up. If you need to ease off a little bit, bring the knees down. So by down, I mean towards the bottom of your mat. All right, we're gonna use those abs. All right, use your abs. Pull those knees up and going over to the other side. All right, so same thing over on the other side. I'm gonna keep my head here because it's the opposite direction, looking at you guys. And those shoulders are still down. And see where those knees want to go. Maybe they are up to the challenge for a little bit higher. Maybe that back has just about had it and you need to move it a little bit lower. All right, let's use those abs one more time. Last time, I promise. And feet are going back down in the middle. And one more time, just like we just did. Knees go side to side. All right, and relax. Last few minutes here, I always like to end in just a relaxing pose. So I want you to find, I'm gonna go into just corpse pose. I want you to find what works for you. Sometimes I like to put soles of my feet together. All I ask is that you relax the body. You don't try to control any of your muscles, including your brain right now. All right, so these last, literally it's 2.5 minutes. Okay, so let's get all of the work out of your brain, all of the stressors out of your brain. If you can close your eyes, focus on the breathing. What I really want you to do is do not control your muscles. All right, so don't let those toes point towards the ceiling. Relax the feet, they're pointed towards the walls. Let everything just go. Do a quick scan of your body from head to toe. Is your jaw tight? Is your neck tight? Your shoulders, relax your shoulders down against the floor. All the way down to your toes. Relax, put yourself on a beach. Listen to the waves. There's no one else there. And just keep breathing. I'm going to be quiet for these last 90 seconds so you can enjoy some quiet in your day. Okay, if we fell asleep in that 90 seconds, we need to start to wake up. So whatever position you are in, let's slowly turn ourselves to the side and push yourself up. Take your time. And come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Or if you're still laying, go ahead and lay. Well, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do one last deep breath. So let's take one more deep breath all the way up. Take those hands, put them together. Hands come down to heart. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Again, my name is Molly. If you missed the beginning, And I am excited to be here. I'll be back next Tuesday. Thanks, guys.